I have some notes, but I don't think it's going to help me at all because there's not much there. Oh my god, there's so much game data. My god. Okay, I guess I'll just do my intro while I'm waiting for it to install the game data. Okay. Hi everybody, I'm Jean, aka the Game Noob, and welcome to the show where we discuss movies while playing video games that kinda sorta tie in with said movie. Today we are playing Batman Arkham Asylum. So you can probably guess what movie we're doing. Of course, it's probably in the video title. I'm talking about Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Let's review. I'll start the review when I can actually start playing the damn game. So much installation. Oh my god, it's doing something.
Get him out of here.
Okay, I should probably talk about Batman v Superman. Batman v Superman. Batman v Superman. It wasn't a great movie either, unfortunately. I was hoping for this epic superhero movie, Superhero on superhero, just throwing punches, flying all over the place. No. Since the last two movies I did, let's reviews of, that's what I'm calling it. Yeah, because I'm doing a let's play, but instead of talking about the game, I'm talking about a movie. Yeah, get it? Let's review. Okay, so I'm not even paying attention to what the Joker is saying here. The main problem I saw with Batman v Superman was that they tried to stuff so much into one movie. And it was pretty obvious just from the run length because it's like 2.5 hours. I think it's a little more than 2.5 hours. But no, they try to do so much. It was like some bigwig with Warner Brothers and DC said, we need to catch up to Marvel. They're doing a versus movie this year. We need to do a versus movie this year. But they forgot that Marvel had 8 years to build up to their versus movie. While DC has only had one movie. And I can't really blame DC because it kind of reminded me of the Avengers. The Avengers 2 Age of Ultron, where everybody was so psyched for it and ready, and when they walked out of the theater, they were just kind of like, okay. It wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't that extraordinary either, because they had to focus on pretty much setting up this last stage of the MCU. Both Avengers Age of Ultron and Batman v Superman kind of suffered Amazing Spider-Man 2 syndrome, I guess, where they feel the need to have to set up as many things as possible, like 3 villains and a Sinister Six sequel and all of these things, and the third Amazing Spider-Man, all of which fell apart because the movie sucked. And you know what? I actually liked Amazing Spider-Man 2, parts of Amazing Spider-Man 2, especially since, I'm supposed to be fighting. I missed his head, but he got knocked out anyway. Okay. And so a big problem with Batman v Superman was like a lack of tension, really, because like the first 3/5 of the movie at least was simply setting up the Batman versus Superman fight, and it just kind of dragged and it seemed really long, and then when the fighting actually happens, it kind of seems just really short. And it kind of sucks because that's the part we all signed up to go see. You know, like, you weren't that invested in anything because, I mean, there was Superman, who you're not entirely sure you like, Batman, who you're not really given any reason to like, and then Wonder Woman, who you still have no fucking clue who she is at all. Yeah. I don't read comic books, so I know very little about Wonder Woman. I know that she drives an invisible jet and loses her powers when tied up by a man, but I don't think either of those are canon. So I need to be educated. The movie did nothing. Hold X to run. Oh, that's wall. Batman. Die. Oh wait, Batman doesn't kill people. Oh no, wait. Apparently, in this new movie, he does. They never really pointed it out. Yeah, like the only time they ever talked about the Batman hurting people was with the dude in the trailer that you see who gets the brand, and they're like, he was beaten and tortured by the Batman. Yeah, however, Batman has a couple of fight scenes, and in each one, I'm just like, that guy's dead. No, he's dead. Batman kills people in this movie. I kind of was expecting it because of the darker, grittier Batman, which I'm not entirely against. I said I don't read I don't read comic books, but I read a little trivia bit that says that Batman is the first superhero to actually use a firearm to kill someone. Yeah, and I was intrigued. So I learned that this comics app that I have on my phone actually has the comic that made that so. And I read it, and it was incredibly lame. Batman goes to Transylvania, finds a vampire, and kills it with a special bullet. And it was incredibly lame, but it happened. So that whole the Batman doesn't kill people thing is BS. And I'm actually fine with that. I actually liked Ben Affleck's Batman. I did. Like, the movie didn't really give you any reason to like it because the entire time he's vengeful and he's like, I gotta destroy Superman. He's too powerful, and yeah, so you're not really given any reason to like him, but I liked him, and I would like to see more Ben Affleck Batman. Hopefully this movie does well enough to keep the DC universe going. That's my hope. I want these movies to succeed. I don't want DC to fail. I want DC to succeed, especially since Superman is my favorite superhero ever. Deal with it, okay? I know there's a lot of fan hate on Superman, but yeah, and honestly, I kind of liked the Man of Steel movie. I did. A lot of people hated it. I found the tone too serious. I did. I didn't really like how serious the tone was, and how he destroys, like, the entirety of Metropolis. However, that city looked great in Batman v Superman. They did a good job rebuilding, I gotta say. But that's kind of funny. This isn't really a spoiler, but at the end of the movie, during the big fight scene, they tried to make it apparent that no one is dying at all. First off, the Batman versus Superman fight is in this completely abandoned section of Gotham. Yeah, where there is nobody, so they can destroy buildings all they want and not hurt anyone. And then when Doomsday, and that's not a spoiler because he was in the trailer, Doomsday shows up and starts wrecking things. They briefly mention in the news that it's after business hours, so the business district is virtually empty. Yeah, that I believe those were the exact words they said. So they try to make it apparent that no one is dying inside of this movie. They're still gonna wreck shit up, but no one is dying. What are some more good things? I'm gonna say good things because honestly, I enjoyed the movie. Just don't think too much about the plot. just, just, just let it happen. Just let it happen. I'm backtracking. I'm completely backtracking. Oops. See, this is so difficult. You don't understand how difficult it is to think and talk about one thing while doing something completely different. Alfred was pretty cool. That's all I really gotta say on Alfred, though. Alfred's always been awesome. Okay, no, Alfred has always been awesome. No, like even in Batman and Robin, the best part of that entire fucking movie was Alfred. The best part was Alfred. The soda came from whoever wants to pay me most, which is nobody. They should have waited before. They should have waited after to make this movie until after they made a standalone Batman film with Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne, and another Superman movie in which they established Lex Luthor and the Everybody Hates Superman, and then made this movie where it's just like an all-out battle between Batman and Superman. But the problem was the Batman versus Superman fight, it felt like it only lasted like 10-15 minutes. And it was very disappointing because I was hoping that'd be like the majority of the movie, just them duking it out. And once Doomsday enters the picture, things happened. Things happened. No, like when Doomsday entered the picture, it was like they had to rush through all the CGI because like up until Doomsday, I was completely on board with all the effects. And then Doomsday enters the picture, and then everything's just kind of, it's just, I was just like, that doesn't look real. And also, like, there was a tonal shift in the movie once Wonder Woman actually entered the picture, all dressed up in the suit and started fighting. Yeah, like there was a tonal shift when Wonder Woman entered the picture, and it just felt weird. It was like they fired the old editor and got a new one. At least that's what it felt like to me. I don't know. You check it out. The main climax, it just it felt like too shoehorned in. It felt too contrived. Like it was like, we're running out of time. This script's getting too long. We need to make them fight. And so they kind of just like everything flowed. Like I said, in the beginning, everything kind of flowed and everything made sense and everything had a motivation behind it. And then it gets to the fighting and everything just kind of just it happens for reasons. Like I didn't see any motivations behind it. The movie had some jokes. I laughed at one or two. Don't remember. Yeah, but I appreciate jokes, because laughter is good for the soul, But the problem with the jokes is it was such a serious movie, kind of like Man of Steel. So every time they had a joke, it usually wasn't even a clever joke. It was a pretty obvious kind of cheesy joke, and it just kind of felt out of place in such a serious movie. Okay, it says I can open this shit. It says I can open this shit. So I'm gonna keep pressing X until it finally opens. But I want the question mark. I want the question mark.